Hi and welcome. Today we're going to look at signs and symptoms of high blood sugar. Last time we met, we looked at signs and symptoms of low blood sugar, of which we said is more critical when you have low blood sugar than when you have high blood sugar. Why? Because low blood sugar can cause brain cells to die, and of course if your brain cells are dead, you are dead. So it's very important that we know what to do when we find a person and we sure know that this person has diabetes and they're down, sweaty, cold, clammy, they have double vision, they have dizziness in their head, they can barely move. We have to urgently give them a easy carbohydrate, give them sugar. If this person can eat or drink, give them a candy, give them orange juice, mix some sugar in that orange juice. If not, get some sugar, put the sugar under the tongue. Put the sugar under the tongue as you're finding means and ways of getting this person to the hospital. So you have to rescue them before you're trying to get them to the hospital, because if you don't give them sugar and you're trying to rush them to the hospital, guess what? They might not make it to the hospital. Remember, we said that the brain can only sustain 2 minutes of no sugar. So give them sugar, please. Give them sugar. If somebody has diabetes and they're down, give them sugar. That's the first thing to do before you get means of getting them to the hospital. All right, so today let's look at signs and symptoms of high blood sugar in the body. High blood sugar in the body. We have 3 P's in this case. We have polyuria, polydipsia, and polyphagia. Poly means many. So let's start looking at polyuria. Poly is many, urea is urine. You have a lot of urine. You pee a lot. That's a sign of high blood sugar in the body. And we talked about having excess sugar in the body. I want to show you how you're getting too much urine. You have too much sugar in the body. And my science teachers, or our primary science, taught us that osmosis is the process by which substance move from a low concentration to a high concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. Our bodies have cells, that is the semi-permeable membrane, and in the cells we have some fluids in the cells. We have fluid in the cell and we have blood outside the cells. So if the blood is high concentrated in sugar, the fluids from the cells, they shift out to the blood because of the high concentration, and we find that the body has fluid volume overload. The kidney kicks in to get rid of the excess fluid from the body. So that's why you pee, because the kidney is trying to get rid of the excess fluid from the body. When you pee, you flush out some sugar, of course, with your pee. That's why people have sweet urine, because there's some sugar in that urine. Next, we have polyphagia. Of course, now your cells are crying for food. It's not that you're hungry. Your cells are not getting enough food that they need, because remember, they're resisting the insulin. So the body shifts into breaking fats to fuel your cells so that your body can normally function. And if they don't get enough fuel, they're hungry, they're crying for more fuel, they're crying for food. Cells are crying, you feel hungry because your cells are not fully fueled. You're excessively hungry, and the sad thing is that when you're hungry, you're craving for sugary stuff, and you can get your sugary stuff, your carbohydrates. And remember, now you have too much sugar in your blood and you're eating some carbohydrates, more sugar, more burden to the body. We have polydipsia. You excessively thirst. You are excessively thirst because, of course, you ping a lot. You need to replace that fluid. Your body is thirst. So in this case, of course, the emergency drug is insulin. You go to the hospital, you get some insulin to bring those blood sugar level down. To bring those blood sugar levels down. But the goal here is not to be in that emergency state at all times. We want to manage this disease through diet and exercise, of course. So the 3 essential foods in this management, we have high fiber food. Of course, we talked about our vegetables. Eat a lot of vegetables. They're very good in fiber and they of course have very good nutrients. We need good fats. We talked about these 2 fats, the olive oil and the coconut oil. I know coconut oil is cheaper and more accessible, so you can substitute it for cooking. Substitute it from your other oils, buy your coconut oil, cook with it, cook with your coconut oil. And we have protein. It's advisable that you use plant protein. Some people say that we don't have enough protein in plants, and that's not right. We have plant protein, that's our legumes. Of course, we have a lot of beans, different kinds and types. Include them in your diet, breakfast, lunch, dinner. We have the black beans, we have the lima beans, we have the dengu, we have the soybeans. Incorporate those in your diet and you will never go wrong in getting your protein. But of course, if you can't help it, you can use the animal protein. The animal protein once in a while. So that is our quick view on signs and symptoms of hyperglycemia, that is high blood sugar in the body. Thank you.